Hello, and welcome to the latest episode of the Dexter Loves Annie video podcast. My name is Kat, and I'm coming to you from Buckinghamshire in England, where it is very grey and overcast, and winter is definitely coming. How are you all? It's been 2 weeks. Hope you're all well. I hope you're all ready with a beverage of choice. It's tea now. I will hit the coffee in a bit, needed. But yeah, tea for now. I've only had 2 this morning. Bit of a tea addict, bit of a coffee addict. Anyway, I hope you're good. Oh, that's better. It's Friday the 7th of November, and I have a few things to show you, which is good. Otherwise it'd be a very boring podcast. So let's get into the whips, shall we? Oh, what am I wearing? I thought I'd put some knitwear on for you today. So I made this ages ago, 2023. It is the sea salt tea by Wool & Pine. Saltier tea, I don't know. So I made it when I was a lot bigger. This is now oversized. I couldn't wear it when I first made it. It was like this, and yeah, it's still like that, but it's a little bit more comfortable now that it's massive on me. So I thought I'd get a little bit of wear out of it. I think actually what I want to do is I want to take the sewing machine and take the neckline down and redo this rib, probably down to here. This is just horrible. Excuse me, hiccups. And if I can take the neckline out, I used to do it all the time when I was machine knitting, and I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I've got that cardigan to steek, so when I get that out I will do it. It's just, I don't know, is it the pattern, is it me, I don't know. And I've used yarn with a bit of a scratch to it, so I mean it's kind of a nice scratch, but yeah, it would be a lot more comfortable for me if I could go down a bit. This pattern is basically it's colour work, 1x1 colour work, but it's an odd number, so you, as you go around on the next row, you're staggering your stitches. I like it. I like the pattern in principle, and it's a great stash buster. I've got a t-shirt on underneath. I'm not flashing you anything. But yeah, and it is so oversized. It comes out like this now at the bottom on me, which is fine. I like oversized clothes, but it's just a bit of a bit too much. So you've seen this a few times now. Just desperately trying not to drop something. This is my DRK Everyday Cardi from Drea Renee Knits, or Andrea Mowry is the designer name. It might be a tad, hang on, let's put I'll put one of these on the needle so that nothing falls off. Right. Biting it. There you go. So what's happened is, because I'm not sure if I've got enough yarn, I have, when I finished the cake, the yarn down here, as you can see, I've got I wasn't sure if that would do a whole row, so I've just kind of wound it and secured it with a stitch marker. It's off on a cable. I'm doing the sleeves now, 2 at a time sleeves, because you don't have to count things then. So that's where I'm at. That's about my elbow, I think. No, my arms aren't that short. We're coming near to the elbow, but once I've finished the sleeves, then I will then go back and finish the rest of the body, and we'll see if I've got enough. I did message World of Wool because it's the fibre that I spun from them, and it's you know, they only do special runs on fibre, and I don't think I've got enough. So I messaged them through their little chatbot thing to say, can you at least give me a clue what colours were in it so that I can, you know, try and fudge my own for the rest, and heard nothing. Disappointing, but you know, maybe their chatbot thing didn't work, so I'm going to email them if it looks like I'm going to run out. I'm not doing the double. All the ribs for them are for the main pattern is folded over, and I'm not doing that because I don't like it, so that'll save me a bit of yarn anyway. But the rib button bands are about that thick from what I can tell from the pattern, and this isn't really long enough. This only just, there's the armpit there, that only just covers my boob. So we won't be doing that because it's supposed to be a nice warm jumper for the winter. This is how much I've got left. I had to redo the sleeves because I had a bit of a brain fart with the decreases. Numbers are sort of merging at the moment, and I read decrease every 1.25 centimetres. I mean, who does that? It was supposed to be 1.25 inches. I mean, for goodness sake. So, yeah, it's all a bit of a mess at the moment, but when I get to that point again, it'll be fine. This, I mean, you can't get it anymore, but it's spun from the fibre called Finding Emo from Wool Warehouse. And as I say, hopefully I've got enough, or hopefully somebody will take pity on me and tell me what was in it so I can try and make some more. It's black, purple and white. I have some black DK which I've added into the collar. Sorry about that. Trying to record anything in this house with my husband home is impossible. I don't know where I was at now. Sorry. For you, I've just stopped waffling. Me, I've sat here for 5 minutes while he's faffed about. Yeah, I've worked black into the collar. It's not as obvious in real life, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll maybe just get some black and some purple and some white and try and spin some more if I need to. The pattern, let me show you the pattern. I use a pen to mark what line I'm on. There he is. Right. TRK. Everyday. Cardi. If you see, it's got like a rib detail near the armpit and all the way down the side, and that also carries on the back. Just very, very subtle, but I like it. I like the shape of it. I like the look of it for now. We'll see when it's made up. You know what my fickle mind's like. Yeah, so that is that one. I have joined back in with Kelly Menzies of Rower and Cades. Her whatchamacallit, MCAL, because this month it is the Under the Hill socks. I've made one pair ages ago, and I really love them. They're like my favourite pair of socks. So there they are. Can't remember how long ago it is I made them, but they're really squishy and they just feel really nice. So I'm joining in on this one. I didn't have time to do the last one because I've had 3 patterns, 3 designs on the go. but I wanted to make some of these, so I'm joining in with these. Yeah, they're my favourite socks. It's a very simple pattern. You kind of get it into your head after a short while. My main colour is one of the yarns that I got from the charity shop. Let's see if that will... Yeah, so it's kind of a minty green and a very light brown and some cream and some like very, very light brown, sort of fawny colour. And initially I was going to team it up with this for contrast. And I'd gotten 4 different yarns out to see which one I liked best. And I started, and then I changed my mind. As you do. So I've taken them off because I can totally use them for a different pair of socks. But I decided to go slightly more harmonious. So I'm using that now. And I've cast on just so that I've cast them on, so I can't ignore them. But they are not going to get touched now until I've finished my next bit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to... You see the label there, £2.49 for a skein of hand-dyed yarn. Yay! Yay, charities! My little... That is meant to be a party ring, which is a biscuit in England. I think you'd say cookie, probably, in America. It's like a small biscuit about this size. It's got a hole in it. And it's iced. And they come in pink and purple and yellow and white. And they are my favourite. I don't actually like biscuits apart from bourbons and party rings. And my friend just bought me a massive box of party rings for my birthday. So I will be party ringed out soon. So yeah, that's that sock. And I will be partaking of that. It's a 2-week knit, 2 month. Wow, 2-week MCAL, that would be scary. 2-month MCAL. And yeah, she's kind of doing it on her Discord group. So if you don't watch Kelly, it's Rower and Cades. Go check her out, and she'll have links to her Discord. And it's the Rower and Cades Discord. I don't really understand Discord. It's like the old school forums when the internet first became available to the public. Yeah, I never did get on with them. But I'm using it for my test knitting because it's just the easiest. So, the quickest way of doing things for me. So, yeah. I'm going to get to some finished objects now. You have seen these, but the pattern's now out for these socks. So this is Trisha's Trellis socks. It's 4-ply. It's cuff down. They're very basic cable and yarn overs and whatnot. One stitch is kind of a 5-stitch juggling deal, but it doesn't happen too often. And actually, once you get the hang of it, it's easy squeezy. I had some fantastic testers on my team, and we got through. They got me through getting the pattern written out in coherent language, because honestly, I was struggling. All of the words turn into just ants being very naughty all of a sudden. So yeah, I really appreciate my testers. This is a shadow wrap heel, which I'm loving more and more. There's something about a heel flap and gusset, and I don't know, it just kind of, it gets a bit depressing not knowing, thinking you've still got millions of rows to go, and I don't know. Does anybody else feel that way about heel flap and gusset? This is a lot more satisfaction, instant satisfaction, even though you've still got to do the same amount of knitting. It's crazy, I know. But I also did it in pink. I haven't done the other one yet. So that's it in a variegated yarn. I overblocked it. So that's with 3 pattern repeats. That's with 2. My testers only did 2 pattern repeats. I personally think it looks better a bit longer. It's kind of old school sock, kind of vintage kind of vibe to me. And I have had a friend buy the pattern, and she's saying she's considering doing it even longer, which would be brilliant. I can't wait to see that. Yeah, cute. Very, very proud of that pattern. So next up, also a finished object, but you've seen it also, but this has now gone into testing. So this is the Trisha's Trellis hat, and this is the crown, and I'm so ridiculously proud of that. It's like it sort of finishes as a flower, absolute perfect name, and it finishes as a flower. So let's talk about yarns. The sock is done in Yarn Smith's 4-ply merino, and it is petrol blue, I think. You know me, I'll put it up. Baltic blue, something blue, I don't know. So that's the sock in the 4-ply. The yarn of the same name from Yarn Smith's. It could be something to do with the yarn content, because this is 100% merino and this has got some acrylic or nylon or whatever in to make them sock worthy. Yeah, that was a disappointment. I was hoping to have a matching set, but never mind. So yeah, I've got my testers for this now. The testing should end, I think it was the 7th of December. Now it can be knit up in no time at all, so I suspect it'll come out sooner, but I didn't want to stress them out with a long knit test knit, with a short test knit deadline, because people have lives. So yeah, there we go. The other thing I wanted to just discuss with you, now this is Yarn Smith's merino yarn, and I blocked it. I overblocked it. I stretched it out. I don't know how that would work if I reblocked it and just let it do its thing. However, very disappointingly, hang on, let's just get a bit of yarn so I've got some room. Now this is my second hat design that's coming out. This is my String of Hearts pattern. Let's do that a bit better so that you can actually see what's happening. So there's hearts coming down. Now, when I soaked this and blocked it, all the flumph came out of the yarn. So this is nice and squishy and chunky feeling. This feels like a wet rag. Now I'm going to re-wet it and just let it block flat, I think, and see what happens. So I will keep you posted. What happens? I'll let you know in the next podcast anyway what happens. But it's lovely, it fits. I'm not going to put it on because I look terrible in hats. Oh dear. So I am knitting myself another one. I am this far in. This is going to be, this will end up in my sister's Christmas stocking. But I wanted to just knit the crown instructions after having written them, just to make sure they make sense. And literally I think I was there last night, so it'll be done in no time. It's fine, it's great. Yeah, I had to switch needles halfway through and I've got some tensioning issues, but nobody needs to see that. So yeah, test knit for String of Hearts hat should come out soon as well. I just need to make as good a job on the crown as I did on the Trish's trellis, although that's quite a lot of pressure, isn't it? So maybe I'll give myself a break on that one. Oh dear. So I did buy myself some yarn, and a friend who's on Kelly's Discord was doing a destash, and I got them, some of them anyway. This is Sable Yarns. It is sock weight. It's fingering sock 4-ply, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. This is called the Lagoon. This is blue jeans. My intention is to make a top or a cardigan for a friend for Christmas. Realistic. At some point will have to suffice, but I also ordered some mohair to go with, so the mohair will be the same throughout, so it should hopefully sort of homogenise the two. I've never actually held them together. I mean, it goes beautifully with the blue. It's going to tone that. It's going to tone the turquoise down by quite a lot. I'm okay with that. She likes light colours. She wears light colours. Yeah. So I will have a cut-off point from top to bottom. I will maybe do some alternating colour work in the middle, maybe. And then carry on. I think I'm going to do turquoise at the top and blue at the bottom. They're all colours that she enjoys anyway. And then, because you can never just buy a ball of wool, can you? This was in the sale. I've got 4 of these. They were only a couple of quid each. Yellow, turquoise, pink, green. Lovely. Awesome. And I decided to pair it with this. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know whether that's going to be a top or a cardie. I'm rather liking my cardies, to be honest, right now. But we'll see. I did say I'd never work with mohair again. So why do I have a bag of 8 balls of mohair? Can somebody tell me? Answers on a postcard. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so yeah, I'll be working with mohair again. And that is it for the knitting right now. Once that's done, I'm going to get the camping jumper back out and do the sleeves, because that really needs to be finished now. And I'm also fairly aware that I need to get on and put my big girl pants on and steek that cardigan. Scared. Yeah. I haven't got any other, well, I've got those cardigans and stuff, but I haven't got any other big projects in mind, other than I bought 2 more bags of fibre to spin. We'll talk about that another day. So life stuff, really. Not a huge amount to tell. I injured myself at pole during the warm-up of all things. Well, it was conditioning. You do some like strength exercises before you get on with the lesson, and I pulled a pectoral muscle, which is the weirdest sensation ever. So I've kind of laid off the gym. I went back yesterday and managed to do most things. I was going to go in again today, but no, I've got this to do. I've got the hat to finish. My testers are ready and waiting now, so excuse me. I'm having a bit of an allergy to something. It was all yesterday and I was doing a lot of sneezing. My nose is a bit red. Sorry about that. Yeah, doing a bit of that. So hopefully all will be resumed next week with pole and whatnot. Tuesday, I went to see my friend and we had a play date. We sat and made Christmas decorations out of air dry clay. They are still drying over there. Hers were all very grown up and had Christmassy sayings on them. Mine, not so adult. I will post a picture, but if grown up punctuation offends you, look away. You may look back now. I mean, it's highly unlikely I'll even put a tree up, to be honest. I've got my little Grinch tree that I do. There's just not enough room for a tree in here. I've got some lights and stuff that I put up, and you know, we hang the cards up and stuff, but there's just not enough room in this house for a big Christmas tree, so it's unlikely that will happen. And we've got advents and stuff to put up, so yeah. I have got my yarn advent. I had to buy a few more skeins because the lady that I bought the initial lot from, it was all beautiful yarn, but some were doubled up, and that's my fault because I bought in two batches, and it was kind of lucky dip. So what I've done, because I'm a greedy monkey, is I have the ones that are the same. I've put them in the same bag, which meant I had to go and buy another 4 or 5 skeins, mini skeins. Oh no! So I've got to get them in bags, and then I'm going to have to print out the numbers for the bags soon. Get all that done. I haven't actually got him his jam one yet, so let's hope they haven't sold out. If you watch me every year, I have yarn, he has jam. It was jam and chocolate spread last year, and the year before it was jam and herbal teas. We don't really do herbal teas, but so it's been lovely catching up with you. Thank you all for being here, and welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you for sticking with me, and I hope you have a lovely fortnight. I intend to. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.